And good morning and good evening, wherever you are in the world. We are global. This is Touch Base Daily, Ron Lewis Photos, and we are here live. And like I say, 11 o'clock if you're on Eastern Time of the New York State, United States coast is Eastern Time, and the Western coast of Africa is right now in evening time. So we are now in live at 5 or live at 11. So how are you guys doing? What's up, Chris? I'm with my partner in crime, Chris Edwards, on a Wednesday. And Wednesdays is our Wisdom Wednesday. And we also have our Let's Talk Wednesday. So today's our water cooler day. And Chris was amazed by my background view here in South Africa.
Yes. The new view is spectacular.
This is a really cool view, so I'm excited. The light is reflecting nicely in the building. I have light coming in from the front, lights in the back, so I am balanced out.
I'm about to say you have a really balanced view, because a lot of times that background would
be bleached out.
Yeah, because you got a good room and you've got even light, and you can't ask for anything better.
Even light.
Blown out. That's what I was looking for. That was the word I was looking for.
Even light, so we're balanced. We are all in balance, y'all. So again, the rest of the group will miss it, but I'm gonna sing "Everybody in the Bar Get Tipsy." And the reason why is because I just got back from wine country. I was in Stellenbosch in outside of Cape Town. And my driver, he took me to where he took his girlfriend on this weekend pass. So he was like, we were in the car, we were going to Stellenbosch, the center of town. And then he says, well, this weekend, my girlfriend and I took her to such and such a place. We went to wine country, la, 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 la. And I said, oh, then take me there. And I tell you, and I love my driver. I mean, I've been really helping him to get his business together. So we've been working on getting his time value worthy. So now we realize that he is worth 300 Rand an hour. Someone else paid him money to take him to the Cape Hope, and which is about an hour, 10-minute drive, and maybe 15-minute drive from here to Cape Town, and gave him $1,500. And I should say 1,500 Rand. And I said to him, I said, see, I'm not the only one that thinks you are of value. So now you know you have a starting point to build your business, because I'm working with him on his business model. And so we've been really working hard. 31 years old, father of a 17-month daughter, and a beautiful, beautiful girlfriend. And I just love the way he talks about his girlfriend and how he, wants to be a good father and a good family man. And so I've been really working with him and supporting him in his business, giving him encouragement. So I told him, I said, you are the work in progress. When I come back here, you are going to have your own car service with people working for you. That's the goal. And so we had a great time today. But he took me to wine country, and I am a lightweight drinker, even though I love wine. So I had 2 glasses of their premium wine, white wine, and then I had their ultra premium, where people travel from all over the globe to this winery to get the red wine. I am going to do a whole story on it, because what my driver did, Mr. Q, I said, Mr. Q, you are stepping up today. I mean, obviously he was carrying my bags, but he went to the reception desk of the whole. It's a hotel and a vineyard.
Oh, nice.
Wine establishment. So he walks up to the reception desk. It says, my client would love a tour of your facility, of your hotel. Can we arrange that? I was like, dude, okay, I see what you got cooking. I'm helping you. And you said, what? Nah, he was like, he has a YouTube channel and his people would love to see this hotel. I think it would be in your best interest to show him around. And they did. They showed me to the presidential suite, to all the different suites, then the regular suites. And let me tell you, the regular suite is just beyond a man. I mean, you think this view is beautiful? This winery is, I mean, in Stellenbosch, it's called Asara, and beautiful landscapes. Wait till I do the report on this hotel / winery, and as much wine vineyard land as far as your eye can see. I was like, I have never seen such beautiful vineyards in my life. And I was like, wait a minute. This is not like the Stellenbosch winery I went to when I was here 10 years ago. This is a whole nother place. I was like, oh, you just brought me to paradise.
Nice.
It was awesome. I had an awesome time. But I was like to him,
you're living your best life. You're living your best life. And I'm not mad at it. I looked over to him
at the table and I said, you may realize I'm a little bit different from when I got in the car. I said, I am a lightweight. I am only able to take 2 glasses of wine. 4 glasses of wine. I was like, I need to get myself together before Touch Base Daily.
I think you're good. You're good.
I slightly have a buzz,
yeah,
but
there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Keep you lively.
So it's been amazing. My angry birds are making lots of noise out there today. And so let's say hello to some folks. And first person in the building is our wonderful Hannah. She says, good morning, Ron and Touch Base Daily family. Number 2 with the silver today is our wonderful Tanya Moore. She says, good day, Ron and Touch Base Daily family. And then number 3, Rini, she says, hello. Hey, my longtime friend, who I have every single picture of her son from the moment he was born to now. My refrigerator pictures that she's given me for decades. That's my Shannon Falk. She's in the building all the way from Delaware. Chris, you guys can connect because she's from Delaware. She's been in Delaware for all the times I've known her.
Okay.
She's born and raised Delaware.
Okay.
So she is. So you guys.
And Delaware's small, so we might have run into each other.
You probably have seen each other. And Renee is laughing at me being not an alcoholic.
Listen, you're dabbling.
Fucking tipsy.
Just so y'all know, this is going to go on for the next hour.
This is going to go on. So it was so funny because I said, Q, have you ever heard of this Tipsy song? And he was like, what's that? I said, it's country by an artist named Shabozy. And he was like, who's Shabozy? And I said, Shabozy. And I said, you have to listen to this. So I queued it up on YouTube. And then he started listening to it. And I'm just singing, everybody in the bar get tipsy. Get down to the floor. Extra more. Good Lord, my Lord.
Okay.
Okay, so
you need a little water in your life.
So you guys are seeing me in rare form today. Chris says, hey, hello, Ron. Christina is in the building. Hey, Roxy's in. See, y'all. Do you know this is my first love girlfriend when I was 13 years old is in the building?
Okay, all the secrets are coming out now.
Not 13. I was 14 years old. Rosalind, Miss Rossi is in the building. My wonderful friend, dear friend, and a friend of my family. And she was my first girlfriend. She was my first girlfriend, y'all. Anyway, moving right along. No, not going into that. Hannah says, good day to Chris. Jazzy's in the building. She says, Jazzy Jazz says, good morning, beautiful people. Good morning. And look who else is in the building. Our wonderful Mr. Photo Kin Arts. He says, hello, everyone. Positive vibes. Wednesday to you. Indeed. And we have also in the building, the blessed MBA is in the building. Mimi, she says, good morning, Ron, Chris, and RLP Touch Space Daily family. Everybody's in the building. And Hannah says, Ron, are you still feeling a bit better than great?
I think so.
I am feeling really good. Those were some delicious wines I had today. And so let me tell you, I was like, oh, I could just go right to sleep right now. And Mimi says, it looks beautiful. Isn't this beautiful? But wait till you see the footage. I did try to go live on YouTube when I was so you could probably try to see if it made it to the YouTube page. And then I tried to go live also on Instagram. We'll see how that worked out.
I think you did. I think there was some footage this morning of you, because I heard when you said he was a little tipsy. So I don't know where I saw it, but I saw it this morning.
Yes, it was definitely in wine country. And Jazzy says, speaking of paradise, does anyone else watch the show?
Great show. Great season finale. And it got picked up for a third season.
Oh, isn't that a great show?
I will say, it was a slow start to season 2, and I was kind of questioning like why the direction that they were taking it. But if you watch the whole season, you fully understand the storytelling that it did this season.
What I loved about season 2 is that season 2 filled in the holes of your questions in season 1.
It did. But then also it introduced a lot of new things that you were kind of curious about, but it wrapped it up really nice in a really nice bow, the last 2 episodes, and especially the last episode. This is a great master class in how you do storytelling.
I love Paradise.
Yeah, such a great series. Deserved all the accolades that it's gotten so far.
You and me in paradise.
This show and the Pitt. If you're watching the Pitt, another great season. It's not finished yet, but it's such a great season.
Adrian put me onto the Pitt, and I love the Pitt. So that's a good thing as well. So yeah, so TV is doing good. The TV stations, I should say, TV is doing well. And so we have Paradise, we have the Pitt. But I'm telling you, did Paradise start already? It started the 28th, or didn't it start this week or last week?
What, Paradise? It just finished. It just wrapped up the season finale this past weekend.
For what, season 3?
Season 2 just finished.
No, we already saw season 2.
Season 2 just wrapped up. They just aired the season finale. Season 3.
So season 3 is starting soon.
No, it just got approved. It just got greenlit for the next season.
Wait, I saw season 2 before I left New York.
No, you didn't. You saw season 1 probably. Season 2
1.
just.
Wait a minute.
See, you're a little tipsy. You're just a little tipsy.
I know season 1 was in 2 parts, correct?
No, it wasn't. It was 1 part. Just season 1 aired last year. It all aired. It's a weekly episodic show. So once a week the show comes out. Season 2 came out this year, and it just wrapped up. I think does it air on Sunday or Monday? It just wrapped up this week. So season 2 just finished, and it just got renewed for season 3. They've already started writing it. They haven't started production on season 3 yet, though.
What?
Yes.
Because I must have been sleeping and went to the future. Before the bottles of wine.
No more than 2 glasses. You are allowed moving forward.
Oh man, I did.
Yeah, season 2 just wrapped up.
Okay, Kelly A says, I saw your live on IG earlier. You were feeling gut. I love it.
Good.
It's good. And Chrissy says, I like Tipsy Ron. I love it. I love that song. That song is like, it is so me. When I, especially after 2 bottles of wine, like not 2 bottles, 2 glasses. Dr. Tachi says, good day, family. So good to see Dr. Tachi
Well,
in the building.
two glasses of wine typically is like a bottle, 1 bottle. So you probably drank 2 bottles.
And let me tell you, in South Africa, it's not like America where they're skimpy on the wine. They give you
not
a full glass, but near a good amount.
That's why I say 2 glasses equate 1 bottle. So if you had 4 glasses, you had 2 bottles of wine by yourself. That's a lot of wine.
I had some wine today, and
was that lunch or was that like a brunch?
That was lunch. Okay. We had that. We arrived at Stellenbosch at the wine place, the resort. We ended up there at 12:15, and then they gave us a tour. And by the time we sat down to eat and drink wine, it was around 1 o'clock. So
okay,
it was a good.
So are we having wine for dinner?
What's that?
Are we having a glass of wine for dinner?
No. One thing I cannot do is I cannot drink wine before bed. Then I can't sleep. It's the weirdest thing. Like if I drink wine in the day, it makes me sleepy and makes me want to go to sleep. But if I drink wine in the evening, it makes me want to go to sleep. But then I go and then I wake up and I can't go back to sleep. It's horrible body chemistry. Dr. Tachi says, Sir Ron, are you tipsy? Everybody in the bar getting tipsy.
Oh my God. No one asked him that for the rest of the hour. You're going to get a copyright strike for singing so much.
Chris is laughing her heart out. Jazzy's laughing. Hannah is saying, also, if you're in the building, make sure you hit the likes. If this is your first time here, make sure you hit subscribe. That way the algorithms know we're here by hitting likes and hit subscribe. We are making progress. We are not at 9:15. We are chucking away. We hit 900 last Thursday, and we are now at 9:15. So that's 15.
Well, here, you know the thing, you know what it is too? You're in another country, you have and not that because you're away, but when you're in a different location, your algorithm is going to change. You're going to get different viewers. So, hopefully this speeds up that escalation of new followers.
It definitely does, because also in the morning, I do my touch base daily in the morning here, which is usually 11 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock usually in the morning. And I am communicating, like today we have folks that were from Cambodia, India. And so in the mornings, I ask people where are they from, and they share where they're from, and they're from different parts of the world. And yesterday we had people from Australia. So this being international is definitely giving me more exposure. And you're
in a great location.
And giving our community such exposure. People, when they see me live in the morning, they're like, where are you? And I go, this is Cape Town, South Africa. And so I'm so glad to. Don't do it. Rossi says, don't do it, Ron. Don't do it. I won't tell our love story. Anyway,
oh my God, this really is Ron Tipsy.
Chris says, give us all the tea, Ron. Give us all the tea. Nope, no tea today because I had wine. These are Kelly said, these are my confessions. I love that song. Hannah is sending some love. Hey, look who else is in the building. Wonderful. Our wonderful Bryson says, what's up, Ron? What's up, Chris? What's up, everybody? Happy Chicago Wednesday. Welcome to the first month of April. We got a lot of things to talk about.
First day of April. April Fool's. And as I put in my stories, and I think a lot of people are saying it, April Fool is canceled because every day we're living a joke right now.
This is very true. If you are living in Trump's America, you are living the life of a joke, a constant foolery, as they say.
Tomfoolery.
Hannah says to Chris, I was getting ready to say, Chris Edwards, this is Truth Serum Day.
It is.
Yeah, so you know what they say when you get a bottle of liquor in you, but wine doesn't count. Well, maybe so. Maybe wine can count. January 8th, laughing my butt off, Ron. It's tipsy. And that's from Jazzy Jazz. And Bryson says, February 23rd, the season finale was March 30th. I do believe he's talking about
Paradise. Yeah. So that was Monday, correct.
Dr. Taji said, this is Tipsy TV Reviews. What's up, Jazzy? What's up, everyone? Krista's in the building. She has laughing with the wine glass. And I'm totally... Oh, look. Shannon says, I am totally addicted to the Pitt. I
think a lot of people are. It's the most realistic medical drama ever on TV, ever.
Yes. Rossi says, this reminds me of a brief spinoff of The View TV show where they talk about current events and more. This is us.
We are.
On Wednesday, this is who we are.
We've been doing this for a couple of years now.
Yes, it's been 2.5 years we've been doing this, Chris. Kristen there says, take an Advil and sleep with a bottle of water on your nightstand, Ron, because...
Yeah, you might have a slight hangover in the morning.
I think so. I may have to do that. Hannah says, "Hi, Ron. It must be a Pisces thing. I thought I had seen season 2 of Paradise as well." Hannah,
you've been drinking too?
She thought she saw it too, season 2. I thought I saw it season 2.
Well, yeah, you just finished watching it. Bryson said, season finale was on Monday, on the 30th.
Okay, we'll be looking at it. We'll be waiting for season 3. Renee is laughing. She's having a ball. She's laughing at me. And Lisa's in the building. She says, good morning, everyone. We have also, Lisa says, yes, when I got to Mexico, I always get new Mexican followers. Yep, you get new people when you travel. Bryson says, we got the Jason Lee show coming to BET on April 8th, next Wednesday. For those that are new to our community, Bryson is our Hollywood guru, entertainment guru. So that's why he will always keep chiming in.
Music, entertainment. Yes, definitely.
My guru. And Hannah says, good morning, Lisa, early. And again, Tanya says, I love this. You deserve the celebration. Celebrate good times. Come on. Okay, I am in singing mode today.
Yes, you are. 2 bottles of wine will do it to you every time.
And 4 bottles will take you over the top. So here we are. This is in rare form. You very rarely will see me in this form. So
we're gonna have to put a restriction lock on your go live if you drink more than 2 bottles.
Warning label, right? 2 bottles of wine. And hey, Kimmy's in the building. She says hello. Hello, Kimmy Kim. And Dr. Tachi says, exactly, Chris. The day should be changed to U.S. Fool's Day.
Absolutely.
Top foolery. Love it, Chris. Briefly forgot that it was night over there because you don't wait a minute. It's not night yet. The sun is not down, but it is 5. It is live at 5.
Yeah, no, it's evening time where he's at, so it's appropriate. If he was this tipsy at 11 a.m. in the morning, I would be concerned.
You would be concerned. You would be concerned. Good Lord, Ron, just Tachi. Okay, I think we're all caught up. We're all caught up. We are finally all caught up. Man, you guys were chatting out today. Again, if you're here for the first time, make sure you hit subscribe. This is our Touch Base Daily, a community of creatives. We are everyone in this building is a creative. They either sing, they write, they do photography, they do media, they do a combination. This is our community. Our community is full of creatives, and we have a good number of photographers here. And but we are a bunch of folks that love to support our creative community, and that's what we do here. Okay, so the first subject of the day. Looks like it's just you and I, Chris. The ladies are not here today.
Oh
The ladies,
no.
yeah, no, but the ladies are not here. But here's the first banner of the day, and you'll let me know what you think about this. The first thing out the gate today. Trump intimidates SCOTUS. So the
Yes.
orange moron is right now. Is it still going on in America?
Yes, it's still going on right now. He is sitting in the Supreme Court.
The Supreme Court here was not hearing. What do they call it? It's not the hearing. What is it called?
Well, no. So this is the Supreme Court hears arguments on the future of birthright citizenship.
It is a hearing, right? It's a hearing of birthright citizenship. And people, if you don't know, birthright citizenship in America was created because of the freedom of the slaves.
14th Amendment.
Yes, the 14th Amendment generated birthright citizenship in America.
And it clearly states
there would be no birthright citizenship in America. This is what makes America unique to the rest of the world. That if you are born here, you are a citizen here.
And it does not matter the citizenship status of your parents. Once you are on American soil and you are born in this country, you are automatically a citizen of this country. That's how it's always been. That's how it's always been read. It's never been contested until this orange fool
racist, redneck, white Christian nationalist movement that is using Trump as a pawn, which also goes along with it because he comes from racist roots, to strike away. Because if they can strike away birthright citizenship in America, it knocks away other laws that have been passed based on birthright citizenship.
Absolutely. It has to do with the elections, and then also, I mean, there's this, as you said, there's such a trickle-down effect. Like if they are able to attack this, they'll be able to do other things. And here's the thing, as we said at the top of this conversation, this is the first time ever in U.S. history that we know that a sitting president has gone to the Supreme Court to hear oral arguments. There is supposed to be a clear separation of power, and him going there is he's doing this to intimidate the judges that he appointed onto the panel, to have them vote in his way. The fact that no one is calling him out on this just shows you where we are as a country right now.
You would think that the media, if this was a real journalist-driven media circuit, this would be the front page on the news right now. They would be talking about it all day, because this is an intimidation of one of the branches of government. Remember,
it's like the mob.
Presidency, Congress.
It's like the mob.
He operates like a mobster.
A mob boss.
But the Supreme Court, and again, these fools don't know history. I said, how could these people know? How could these people be in the Supreme Court and not know the history of the Hitler man? Because when he was done with the Supreme Court, he got rid of them. And most dictators, they use the law to tear down the country. And once the country is now totally destroyed and under the reign of the dictator, he no longer needs the Supreme Court. But these stupid people, I don't understand how these people went to Harvard. They went to Yale. They went to these big colleges, and they have no basic knowledge of history. Anyway, Ken says, how the heck does person dictate the citizenship of others? Whiteness doesn't get to dictate those terms, but that's what they want, Ken. That's what they want. They want to return the country back before the Civil War. And I always say, and I've been saying for decades, the Civil War has never ended. We are still fighting the Civil War.
Yeah.
And these fools are the children of the Confederacy. And they still have not given up on losing their slaves. Period. They want everyone to be back into slavery. They want all of us to be back in slavery. But now they want the whole country that's not white and rich to be enslaved. And that's why I don't understand why white women don't get it. Don't they see their rights being taken away piece by piece? The SAVE Act is all about white women.
Yes, it is.
Women altogether. But it's really all, have you heard some of the speeches in some of these rallies? We want white women back in the kitchen. We want white women back giving birth to babies. We want white babies. We are losing white babies. Whew. I need a fan.
Did you get it all out?
I think I got it all out. Dr.
Listen. Go
ahead, buddy.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm going to say Dr. Taki says, but this is exactly why he continues to do what he likes, because no one calls him out on it or stops him. Absolutely. Chris says, we are living in the Franken Twilight Zone. You better believe that, Chris. Jazzy says, no, I wouldn't, because the media of Old Miss gone. That the media is done. The media is finished. At least the legacy media. Dr. Tachi says, let me tell you something about schools like Harvard, Yale, etc. The Ivy Leagues are a force full of some people who don't deserve to be there. They're just legacies or have money.
Which is,
now we know
there's no lies told. No lies told.
Legacy. Rossi says, Trump is starting a chain effect. He's the first sitting president to attend Supreme Court as justice. Hear arguments on birthright citizenship. Exactly. Bryson says, well, Tachi, okay, Dr. Tachi says, so having a degree from these institutions is not a guarantee that you have skill, talent, or even common sense. Say it again. Chris says, ooh, Dr. Tachi, please go up there on stage and unleash your wrath on these BSs. I love this. I love this community.
There's just so much going on with this administration right now. And all this is, we constantly talk about this. Elise says it all the time. These are just all distractions. The distraction in the Supreme Court, the distraction in the Strait of Hormuz. You know, this man started a war with Iran, and now he's telling other countries to just go and get the oil. You know, it's not a big deal. You should take care of it. Like, sir, you didn't ask anyone to come along and do this with you. You did it on your own, and then because now you're not winning, you're telling other people to go there and fight and to open it up and to buy gas and oil from us. Like, this makes absolutely no sense. The fact that no one's calling this man out on any of this stuff, the fact that we've been in a war for 4 months, we still do not know why we went there, what we're doing there, what the exit strategy is. The man said that this conflict would be over, this war / excursion / slight detour would be over in 2 weeks. We are now 4 weeks in. They're saying that, he can go for another 3 or 4 weeks. And then on top of it, we've got thousands of Marines, I believe, ready to deploy ground troops. There's no rhyme or reason. There's no game plan. They just go up there and ponder and pontificate and say things that they're just pulling it like word salad out the air. And people from the United States, the military services, are dying and being injured. And we're spending billions of dollars a day to do this war.
Do you know how much money we could have used for healthcare, schools, education?
That could have taken care of it.
To me, that you don't have money to help the people.
The people, yeah,
but
speak
you
on
have
it.
money to drop bombs.
You have money for war.
To give away. It's like someone wrote this morning, Israel has free education. Israel has all of this, but we keep giving money to Israel. Why? Why? Why do we give money to Israel? Why are we in this war? Because of Israel. Why are we being led by Israel? Why were 3 countries that have connections to Netanyahu were the ones that did not agree that slavery was an egregious crime to humanity?
Yep.
Y'all look, put the, as they say, draw the lines, put the pieces together. These are all connected. And I know, they already said, if you talk about Israel in a negative way online, they are going to have the FBI after you. Now, what something doesn't add up. Why is Israel getting all of this play? I don't get it. What is it about Israel that they can go into other countries, decapitate the leadership, also go in and slaughter people
in the name of religion?
Now go into Lebanon and say, we're going to take claim of the selling portion of it. Because someone tell me what is going on.
All in the name of religion. This is what Netanyahu has been wanting to do for decades, and
for
other
40
president,
years.
No other president has given him what he's wanted, and this is the first.
It's unreal. It's unreal. He has a Dr. Taji says to Ken, for the justice he has in his pockets, he doesn't even need to be in the room. They will comply because daddy said to comply. And then we have also Bryce in the building. It has his TLC.
So wait, let's put a pin on this. I want us to talk about this, but I want to wrap up with the court system first.
Putting a pin.
Yeah. Okay. So let's address that next. But so for instance, the courts, like the Supreme Court, we already know is in his back pocket. The people that he's picked and put on the panel, the majority. All right. But thank God we've got other courts around the nation that are fighting back. So for instance, as we know, he demolished the East Wing and he's building his quote unquote big, beautiful ballroom. But as of yesterday, I believe it was, judge halted all construction. It's supposed to stop within the next 14 days until he gets congressional approval. So he's pissed off about this. Of course, he's ranting and raving and in a Truth Social tweet, talking about everything under the sun when it comes to this. I mean, one, we are at war. Gas is now officially over $4 a gallon across this nation as the average. People can't afford to buy food. TSA is just now receiving its first paycheck in over 40 days with this partial government shutdown. But yet and still, when people are asking him questions, all he can do is pull out pictures of this big, quote unquote, beautiful ballroom and talk about the Corinthian columns and all the foolishness that has nothing to do with making America better.
That's right. Oh my goodness. Lisa says, but she already knocked the goddamn buildings down.
Yeah, and he did that intentionally. He did that intentionally so that no one could say anything to him. We woke up one morning and saw that there was a wrecking ball knocking down this building. At that point, there's nothing you can do about it. But so now we're gonna have a hole for decades probably. There's nothing's gonna go there.
Was it the right wing? Is it the right wing or the left wing?
East wing.
The east wing of the
and because of all the court filings trying to sue him to stop doing this, we've learned that they're building a military bunker underneath the ballroom. Something that he didn't want out. So like there are all these things that are happening, and of course he's saying that it's being privately funded by private companies. Who are these companies? What are they getting out of it? Because they're not doing this for free.
all the money under the table. Here's something for you also. And we have here, Bryson said, and the judge blocked Trump's administration of NPR and PBS.
Absolutely. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
I was like, yes. And they have to return the money. They have to return the back. I do believe the back money that was lost.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. I don't know. I don't know what that really does, because didn't like PBS, a lot of the main structure of PBS has closed down for business.
Well, the one in New York City, I think, which is the headquarters, is still existing.
Okay.
One of my friends works there, so that's still there. Oh, it's NPR, and NPR. So the main structure of the headquarters is still around, but a lot of the branches have closed. The affiliates, yes. The affiliates have closed.
All right, so let's get to Bryson's conversation, because I think this is a really big hot topic in the country right now. And do you still have that?
Woo, yep, I'm gonna bring it up. Here we go. Here we go. Don't go chasing waterfalls.
So let's talk about this. So it says, and just yeah, go ahead and read it.
And just not that, not go Rosenda. Chill Thompson from TLC went MAGA. Just then, Nick Cannon and Amber Rose to the Democrats are KKK, and Tristan Thompson went to the White House.
Yeah,
what
so let's
is
talk about
going
this.
on with these black folks?
Here's the thing. I believe it was either Monday or late Sunday night. It came out that Chili from TLC, one of the most famous and most decorated rap groups in R&B history, was MAGA. Now, here's the thing, and I think this nothing happens within a vacuum. TLC and Vogue and Salt and Pepper just announced they're doing a tour this summer, sponsored by Live Nation. And when all that, they had a huge splash on an announcement about that, and then this came out. Oh, I think it was Sunday or Monday that Chili from TLC had donated around $1,000, but there were like small little bits of donations to Trump's campaign. Plus, she has voted for him 2016 and this last election. I don't know if she voted for him this during the 2020 election, but she'd also voted for him. And here's the thing: there are receipts. Like, it's not that someone just made this up and put it out there. There's records of this, and then also T-Boz, her bandmate, actually even came out and said, yes, she voted for Trump.
Yes.
When your own people come out and tell on you, there's something to be said about that. Now, she did put out a statement saying, oh, she's not MAGA. She's trying to do damage control, because here's the thing. This is a huge concert coming out this summer. This is on the heels of a really successful concert with Brandy and Monica from last fall. Everyone is capitalizing with older groups going back out on the road and just kind of giving like the nostalgia of these really powerful women and girl groups. So, now there's calls for people to saying that they should just cancel the tour. No one's going to support her. No one wants to go and see her. And here's the thing. It's one thing when it's you by yourself, but when you're tied to other people, you rip them down. Not only that, now this wasn't in Bryson's original post, but in addition to that, I don't know if anyone knows the story what's been going on with En Vogue and the different cast members that have been in En Vogue. There's a young lady, I forget her name, that she was in En Vogue for the last, I think, 13 years. She wasn't one of the original members, but she was touring with them. When they got inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, she was not invited to participate. And then also now she's no longer in the group, and they're going back and forth on social media. So this whole tour now, it could be in jeopardy because of all the stuff that's going on. But getting back to Chili, girl, you done fucked up. Because black people are coming for you now.
But I would say, if you are going to be MAGA and you sponsored MAGA, just say you love MAGA. Don't come back and apologize for something you did, but you know that is going to affect your sales. Come concert season. The sad thing is that all those people that are participating in this tour are now in jeopardy of not making money.
Absolutely. And this is a huge tour. This is a huge tour.
But again, You know what grandma used to say when you were growing up? Grandma said, if you lay down with dogs with fleas,
you get fleas.
you get fleas.
And
So
here's the thing though too. Let's just be real about this. You're entitled to vote for who you want to.
your
You're
opinion.
entitled to have your beliefs. But the thing is, your fan base is, your fans are of a certain generation and fan base, politically and everything else. And like I said, you're entitled to it. But just know that what built you up, like how woman empowerment, not letting men walk all over you, like that's what TLC was known for. And speaking a certain way and performing a certain way, and it's like it completely goes against everything that TLC stood for. Let's get some comments up. Yeah.
Yeah, I see the comments here. I see here. The announcement is Bryson says just announced its iconic tour kicks off August 15th. And Bryson says also in his little globe there, and we've been hearing rumors that SWV will be replacing TLC.
That could happen.
That may have to happen. And the thing with this is a large percentage of TLC's fans base are women, Black women. This could mean millions and losses, which is why Chili is trying to do damage control, but damage control too late. She should have never done it in the first place, but it shows you who she is. Mimi says, Lisa, but to find out the relationship between Argentina, okay, we got Israel, and they are family is next level or strategic. Yes, y'all need to look into the relationship between Argentina and Israel. We'll say that another day. Also going back, Kimmy Kim says, TLC going to be out. There are other good groups like SWV that could replace them. And we go down to Lisa says, that's messed up. She was in the group for over a decade.
Yeah, I think she's talking about the En Vogue portion.
That's the En Vogue portion.
Yeah, because the other young lady was in there for like 13 years.
And then Kimmy Kim says she is cooked, and she can. Dr. Tati, Mimi says she can cry me a river, and I'm not going to sing. I want to sing, but I'm not. I'm resisting. Dr. Tati says this is why you must know and be careful of who you do business with. Simply because they look like you. Can I repeat that? Simply because they look like you does not mean they are good business partners. She hurts the brand.
And here's the thing, like it's because since Left Eye passed away so many years ago, it's really been Chili and T-Boz. They have been holding down, the brand of TLC.
Yes.
And now that you've completely damaged the TLC brand, because now there's only T-Boz really left. Because people will forever look at this group differently, especially Chili, because of how she's aligned herself.
Yeah. Hey, Jay, I see you in the building. What's up, Jay Lee? I see you in the building, international viewer. And you go, Elma, G, hi again. There you go. And Kelly says, I do too, Lisa. And Dr. Tachi says, in normal times, voting for who you like works. Now people's vote for authoritarianism affects me. So no, you may not vote for who you like in this day and age. Wow. Say it, Dr. Tachi. Mimi says, yes, Ron, we need to talk about that. That's maybe tomorrow we can talk about the relationship between Argentina and Israel. Did you know that the two leaders are brothers?
Yeah.
Do the research. Do the research.
Yeah. So, but I totally agree with Dr. Tachi's comment about, it's in the past how we've typically voted, and we've always had civil discourse. You can be Republican, you can be Independent, you can be Democrat, and vote the way you want, but also know that there's a common goal that we all want this country to be good and better, right? and you can agree to disagree and have civil discourse and have conversations. Like now you can't even like go to Thanksgiving, and if you have different views within your family, like you can't talk about politics because it can get so heated. You know, we're not in the same times that we were before.
Well, let me tell you, you know how I feel, Chris. You know, I've said this before. If you are a Trump or MAGA participant, I will have nothing to. Some people say, "Oh, we can, you know, oh, it's just voting. It's just no. This is a mindset. If you can't tell me you vote for Trump and the MAGA party and Christian white nationalists who hate us, who hate the very being of us, who have done everything to destroy Black people, who have gone out and banned books, who have gone out and our
taking women's rights,
lost jobs. Last year we lost, Black women lost how many? It was it 300
I think it was
million? No,
like 3
million, something like that. Or was it 300,000? I think it was 300,000. 300,000 Black women lost their jobs last year from the government.
The most highly educated group in this country.
In the government and in this country. You cannot tell me that you are a Trump supporter, you are a MAGA supporter, and you're going to be my friend? Hell no. Hell no. Hell to the no, as they say. No way. It is not. I refuse to be friends with someone that is a Trump supporter. If you are a Trump supporter, no, the friendship is over, because I do not believe you can have a core belief system and support something that goes against your core if that's not your core.
Well, here's the thing. A lot of these people that voted for MAGA and for this man are realizing that you can still, they don't care about you. There's so many people that have voted for him that have found themselves in detention centers and separated from their families. I mean, look at all the people that are in Florida. You know, these quote unquote white people that voted for him. They might be married to someone that's from another country that have like their green cards. They might not have full citizenship yet. They've been snatched away. As a matter of fact, on this week on social media, there was a guy that had the orange man's name tattooed on his forearm. Yes. He was deported.
Yeah.
There's a guy that named his company after him, a burger spot. He was deported. I mean, they're deporting everybody. Okay.
Yes. But yet
he does not care about you.
Some of these fools, when asked, they're losing their farms, they're losing their families, they're losing their money, their bank accounts, everything is gone, wipe away.
Can I ask this question?
And they ask them if you will vote for Trump again.
And they'll say yes.
Yes.
But see, here's the thing. This is what I understand. Like, how can you literally vote for someone who does not understand where you come from in life and society? Here's a man that has never had to pump gas for himself, that has never had to go to a supermarket and buy groceries for himself, that has no education because he's not educated. He'll say that, oh, he went to Penn business school, Wharton School of Business. The man didn't do anything. His father paid for that degree, okay? But yet and still, he tells you right now that, oh, gas is coming down. No, it's not. Gas is over $4 on average in this country. For the first time since 2022, during COVID, okay? Yeah. Now, we all know COVID was a special, unique case in this world's history. Not just the history of the United States, but this world's history. The fact that gas is over $4 says something. The fact that people are having to decide, well, am I going to buy gas so I can go to work, or am I going to buy food so I can feed my kids is another thing.
Yes.
On top of it, jet fuel itself has doubled in cost. And guess what? Those companies, Delta, Spirit, Frontier, United, American, they can't absorb that. Guess what? They're going to pass it on to you. As a matter of fact, this very morning alone, Ronald and I, we're going to Chicago tomorrow, but we have plan to do another trip over the summer to go to San Diego. Okay, excuse me, San Francisco. When we looked initially before all this started, a round trip ticket for both of us was around $500 each. It is easily now over $800 for that same flight because the cost of fuel has gone up so much. And here's the thing. Say this war ends tomorrow. That does not mean that gas prices come down tomorrow. It's going to take months before gas prices come back down. We're only going to see gas prices continue to jump. I will not be surprised because here's the thing. The summer travel season has not started yet. And you know, when the summer comes around, gas prices will soar. And because people can't afford to fly, they're going to drive more. And because the demand is so high, the price of gas is going to skyrocket. I would not be surprised if gas reaches over $5 a gallon by the summertime.
Like you just said that. Tip you Sultan, welcome to the community. Make sure you hit the subscribe if you're here for the first time. Says $5.19 for diesel. I do believe I read that this is the first time that diesel is more than regular. Diesel is usually less than regular, so I've been told. So I read this week, which is my driver today. He was telling me about he went to one gas station here in South Africa, in Cape Town here, and the gas station was closed. No oil.
Well, here's something that people don't realize. This is not just a United States problem. And I just watched the video. I should have shared this with you. It's a global problem. In Indonesia and a lot of the Asian countries, there's a crisis with the gas. Gas is like doubled and tripled. They can't afford to buy gas. And because they can't afford to buy gas, it's not just like individual people, but like companies can't afford to buy gas. So they can't bring products to stores. People are now starving. They're shutting down, different places to try to kind of like stabilize the government. It's getting out of control. It's this war that this man started in Iran has a domino effect. We do not live in a global society. We live in a global society. And once something happens somewhere, it affects everywhere around the world.
And while you're saying that, I don't know if you're looking at geopolitical news, which I live in. In India, certain parts of India, people are fighting at the gas stations to get oil. Also in Australia, there's no food. There's no food in certain places in Australia. There's no food on the shelf. This is how much havoc that this orange menace has caused globally. And if you think the world is going to forgive America
absolutely
for
not
voting a stupid man into office and
for
now
the second time
destabilized the whole planet.
Yep.
This man, everything he touches.
And hold on. Do we know who's benefiting from this? Iran and Russia. Iran and Russia. Because they're paying them to release oil, and Russia is making money because they provide oil to the rest of the world. Where else are they getting the oil from? They're getting it from Russia.
If I may interject,
they just sent a shipment to Cuba.
Why is it that every single thing this man does to hurt America always seems to benefit Russia? Why?
Think about it.
Every single thing always benefits Russia. Why? I do believe one day the history will be written. I have no idea. I don't know for sure. But something tells me that this orange menace was planted in our country. They have whatever they have on him to bring America down. He has done everything to destroy this country, our trade partners. And now I will go here. We're going a little longer today. Threats to leave NATO.
Yeah.
Do you know how important NATO is to America? That if we do not have NATO, if Russia does attack America, guess who?
No one's coming. And guess what? NATO came to our defense during 9/11. The first and only time that NATO was activated to come to the defense of the United States ever.
Yes. So again, you tell me you are someone that voted for this fool and you want to be my friend? Hell no. I'm looking at people around the globe suffering. People in Africa are suffering. On this continent are suffering because of the decisions. People are dying. People have died on this continent. People are dying right now, as they say in the news feeds, in Cuba because of the oil embargo that he's created from keeping Venezuelan oil from going into. I'm going there, sir.
Okay.
And then instead of having Venezuelan oil going into Cuba, guess who came to the rescue? Russia.
He allowed Russia to deliver oil to Cuba.
Yes.
Why? But wait a minute. Didn't you just say you were in control of Venezuelan oil since you did regime change there? How is that the Venezuelan oil that's right there didn't go to Cuba, but yet still you had oil from Russia go to Cuba? He's telling you everything out in the open. He's saying the quiet part out loud.
Yeah, Lisa's talking about to Chile thing. We moved on from Chile, but I do get what you're saying. I did post your comment before, but here's another one Ron skipped over. It did not skip it. I did place it on the screen just really quickly. So, but yes, moving right along. Let's not be selective. Okay, moving right along. Diesel is always lower than, yes, see, that's what I was talking about. Diesel is always lower than regular gas, but now it is above regular. Here's also, he said, here's true tip you Sultan, you are in my global feed. He says Australia banned cars, government says use buses and trains. Australia, look at this. The world is suffering because this stupid moron decided to launch a war because of the Israel folks, the Netanyahu, I'm not going to blame it on Israel. I will say it's Netanyahu, the fool, another fool. They have caused havoc around the globe. Yes, Jazzy. Jazzy says they have destabilized the entire world.
Yeah.
Chris says, Ron, do you know my company emailed me to say they decided not to approve me to work from overseas and told me I have to be back in the States on April 13th. How? We have employees all over the world. There we go. Food prices extremely high globally. Yes. Kristen, Lisa says, Kristen, wow, nice. Also, now we're moving on. Kristen says, but the ones who are working abroad are white and Spanish. So what gives you? Dr. Tachi says, Americans don't forgive America for voting him in, let alone the rest of the world. And then Lisa says, no, but those same countries were cheering when he won. So they also get what they get. They couldn't vote, but their leaders were down with him until they weren't. And this is true. I remember certain people in Nigeria were waving the Trump flag and saying, we love Trump, we love Trump. Do their vote matter? Because they don't vote. So why do they matter? They don't even matter. But again, these people don't understand that what happens in America affects the whole world. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We're getting out of here. We always get about 6:15, so we're pretty much on time. But we're moving through some topics here today. Tanya says some Airbus flights from DMV have been halted on long hauls and are now using smaller planes until further notice.
In addition to that, a lot of airlines are canceling flights because if they're not completely full, they can't afford to fly all those flights because of fuel costs.
Temple Sultan, man, you are on it today. The American empire is dying. Trump is making sure of that. I agree 100%. And Dr. Tachi says, Lisa, and that's the conversation that's happening now. People are going hard at Chile, but give a pass to Snoop Dogg, yeah, and other deplorables. They're all deplorable. 50 Cent,
I don't
all
give a
of
pass
them.
to all of
Ice
them.
Cube, all of them. I don't give a pass to none of them. They are all deplorables. Yes.
You know what it is? It has to do with money. Now that they have money, they want to have power and they want to stay in power. And what do? You align yourself with those people, those type of people. So
yes. Also, and then we're almost down to the last comments. Jazzy says the Strait Hormuz is not just a U.S. need; it's the entire world depends on products and goods out of the strait. 20% of the world's fertilizers comes through the strait.
Yeah.
20%.
Now here's the thing. He's willing to walk away and say, "Oh, we've won," and then you guys figure out how to open it back up. Sir, before you even got into this, it was open. Now you've left it closed. You've left our soldiers dead, and then you left the rest of the world to pick up the pieces. How does that make sense?
Yes. Did you believe he said this morning or last night?
Yeah, I believe it.
We're leaving, and we're going to leave France to take care. If they need to get through, if they need to get through the strait, let France work on it. They can find their way. You messed up the whole world. You messed up the strait. You messed up the whole situation. You destabilized the planet, and now your stupid moron self says, "I'm going to walk away."
He comes in, takes a shit, and then has everyone else to clean it up for him. That's what he does.
Is that white privilege? Like you? I mean, Trump is. He is
the epitome.
He is the epitome of white insanity. These folks, have you heard these people in their speeches talking about this and talking about, Iran should be not building bombs, but taking care of their people? What's going on in America? America should not be bombing other countries with bombs that cost $1 billion, $1 billion.
And take care of its own people.
Instead of not taking care of
its
people.
How about education that they're shutting down? How about getting health care that they've taken away from the people? How about lowering the cost of price of food and gas? Come on now, the hypocrisy is just overwhelming.
Whew. Man, we can keep going. This you guys are on a roll. Oh my God.
The comments are on fire today.
You guys are on a roll. Okay, I see here. Tip, who are you? Who is this Tip you Sultan? I want to know who you are. You seem to be reading the papers.
Make sure you join, you subscribe and hit that like button.
Make sure you subscribe. Hopefully you come on and talk with us. Look at this. Russia, China are telling America to accept reality. There is a new sheriff in town. And tomorrow we'll continue that thought. Tomorrow, pin that thought. We have to pin that thought. Because when I was driving through the countryside, going to wine country today, there are whole neighborhoods that are Chinese. Oh, Chinese work areas, Chinese work centers, taking the businesses and moving to a new Chinese section here in outside of Cape Town. Story for another day.
Yeah.
Right
so I put a star on one of Lisa's comments, and I want to talk about this a little bit because this is who he is. Let me put it up on the screen. No, not that one. Not that one. I got it. Here we go. Did y'all see how he blamed Caroline Leavitt for his poor public opinion? Yes, he actually said that he blames her for his low popularity right now. This woman comes out there and lies and defends this man to the ends of the earth, and he turns around and blames her for his low polling and his low views that the country views on him. This, as she said, I believe she said later on, he would blame his dead mother if he could.
He's the worst. He
has never taken responsibility for anything that he has done. Not one goddamn thing. It's always everyone else's fault, and then he does not know them after he's praised them to be this great person. He will turn around, fire her, and say, "Oh, I don't even know her." But yes, so she's been out there for 2 years talking, singing his praises.
Man, oh man. Okay, there's a lot of folks in here. What's up, Louis? Jerry, Jinrel, welcome. Make sure you hit subscribe if you're here for the first time. And if you're in the building, make sure you hit the likes. Chris says, did you hear that Kenya just signed a new deal with Israel? I'm going to have to leave that one alone. And there's another one where some African countries have signed a bill with the Europeans, leaving it alone, but just throwing it in your ear. Oh, yes. And we're going to end it here. Ending it right here. This is the last one. And Kimmy says, Lord, she will be fired soon.
Prayerfully. But you know what, though? They'll find someone else to put in her place, just as worse as she is.
And on that note, Lisa says, right, Chris, he's definitely going to say, I don't know her that well. I met her a couple of times. Okay, here we go. We're out of here. We're going to get out of here. So, guys, if you're in the building, in this community, make sure you hit the like. Make sure you hit subscribe. If this is your first time seeing us, hearing us, make sure you hit the subscribe button. So
continue to comment, continue to share.
Yes. And we can also continue this conversation in the community board. Someone got a little upset with me the other day, and I was like, don't come to me unless you got receipts. I know the Constitution. Oh, I don't have my Constitution. My Constitution book is at home in the house in Jersey. If you don't know your Constitution, go buy one, or just go online. Just do a
Google search,
Copilot, Google, whatever. You should know. Don't come on this platform and challenge when you don't know the Constitution. This war he was like, oh, this war is saving me. This war is saving me. Hundreds of people are dying and losing their way of life because of this war. It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
Okay. All
right.
Anyway, here we go. Let me give you these banners, and then we're out. Okay, that was a banner there. Okay, where am I? Okay, I gotta scroll down some more. Sorry, my bad. Okay, so we got that. So join the community. Hit the community button if you want to connect. Hit the community button, and then also become part of the community. Next on this little list here, join our email list by going to ronlewisphotos.com. That's ronlewisphotos.com. If you don't know that, just go there. And also, if you're looking for an event photographer in New York or in the New York area, make sure you get my name, DM me so I can get you on the schedule for the summer. I'll be back in New York. And also, thank you to Patreon members. You make this possible. You're the one that supports this. If you want yesterday's lesson in its written form, go scan the QR code on the top of the screen, and it will take you to the tips from yesterday's photography tips yesterday. And you can check that out there. And also, if you're here for the first time, make sure you hit subscribe. And also, if you're here and you like what's going on here, become a member. Those people that you see in the green on the community chat and the comment boxes, they are members. You can become a member too. And we have special things for our members, which is something coming up probably tomorrow. Okay, so I think we got it all, Chris. I think we got it all, buddy. Let me take this off the screen. You guys were rocking today on this conversation.
Yeah.
This was a good Let's Talk Wednesday. Okay, guys. I will see. I'm not doing sunset today because I'm tired. I am going to get a glass of water and go to bed.
And go watch it. Just enjoy the view from where you are. Just turn around and watch the view.
The sun on the back of the mountains here, right? And it looks so good. Yeah. Guys, thank you for joining us today. Thank you for being a part of this community. And love each other. Say hello to each other. And happy April Fool's Day.
Yes. The joke's on us. And I'll see you guys next week.
Chris says, get some rest, Rod. Woo. Okay, we're out. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, buddy. We're out. Later.